In an era of rapid development, rural communities often remain at the periphery of economic growth and infrastructural progress. However, with the advent of the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project RAAMP, hope has arrived for rural Nigeria, particularly in Kogi State. RAAMP, a product of visionary thinking, draws from the experiences of its predecessors, the Rural Access and Mobility Project RAAMP 1 and 2. Together with the commitment of Kogi State leadership, this initiative will transform the lives of rural dwellers by enhancing their mobility and access to markets and improving the overall quality of life.
The objective of the projects, one is a large volume of farm produce that used to get spoiled in the farm because there is no access route. That area will be covered because we will make all-season access route. Farmers will be able to move their farm produce from the point of production to the market. That is one. Two, issue of employment will be there because we'll be talking of sustainability, and people living along the corridors of all the roads will form into cooperative, which will be part of employment we are going to do for the roads to be maintained. So issue of sustainability, through that sustainability we'll be able to give employment to some people. Then looking at the time spent for any trip from point A to point B will be drastically reduced because the road is now good. You are spending 2 hours to get your farm produce from point A to the market point B. If the road is okay, probably within 30 to 45 minutes, you should be able to convey all your farm produce to the market. So there will be time, a reduction in time spent for any journey around that road. And finally, because there is accessibility to the market now, you will see it will encourage farmers to even do more in their farm because their farm produce will not be longer, will not be spoiling in the market any longer. So for this, whether you like it or not, summarily at the end of the day, their living standard will have been uplifted or have been improved.
RAAMP is not a standalone project, but the result of lessons learned and the successes garnered from previous efforts under RAAMP 1 and 2. These earlier projects were initiated to address the pervasive challenge of poor rural road networks that stunted agricultural productivity and hindered rural communities from accessing markets and essential services. The World Bank, the French Development Agency AFD, and other stakeholders through these projects aim to establish sustainable rural road system to alleviate the plight of farmers, traders, and rural dwellers.
The name Ayegunle Bunu is the traditional name of this community. We are an agrarian society in Kababunu local government area of Kogi State. Our major occupation is farming. In Bunu area here, we are the largest producer of farm produce like yam, cassava, tomato, pepper, cashew, and so many others. Wheat, maize, guinea corn, and so many others. Until today, despite the fact that we are peasant farmers, we still maintain that standard. And that is why one of the testimony you could see is the market here. It's the largest commodity market in Kogi State here. And I can beat my chest to let you know that people come all the way from Kano, from Abuja, to patronize our farm produce here. But some of our major problems, apart from lack of a mechanized way of doing that farming, is that even our own way of doing it, some of these farm locations are about 6, 5, or 7 kilometers away from the settlement here. And the local roads that we created, that our father created, is what we still maintain. So, especially in the rainy season, we encounter a lot of problems. And these are the season, that rainy season is the major time for farming activities and even harvest. You bring some of the perishable goods. Sometimes we are bringing them from the market, from the farm. Tomato, some of them get spoiled on the way because of lack of good roads. We assess those places, those farms with all this tricycle equipment. Sometimes on the way they fall down by the side, and substantial parts of these products got wasted. That is one of our major problems. So accessibility to those farms locations is a great problem to us.
Inú wa dùn tẹ́ bá lè bá wa ṣe ọ̀nà wa because oríṣiríṣi wàhálà ló wà. Àwọn ọmọ wa báyìí because gbogbo wa la máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ oko, àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin, iṣẹ́ oko la máa ń ṣe. Táwọn ọmọ wa bá ti dé láti iléèwé kí wọ́n wá bá wa, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wàhálà ló wà lójú ọ̀nà fún wọn. Àwọn aláboyún wa gan tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ gbé wọn lọ sí hospital bóyá wọ́n wà lóyún wọ́n fẹ́ bímọ àbí pé ibà fẹ́ mú ọmọ tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbé wọn lọ sí hospital, wàhálà ọ̀nà yẹn ni. So tẹ́ bá lè bá wa ṣe, inú wa dùn. Àwọn mọ́tò gan wá ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti máa kó nǹkan wá sọ́jà. Àwa oníṣòwò náà á máa tà, àwa olóko gan á máa rí oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti máa ṣe iṣẹ́ oko wa bó ti tọ́.
Idan babu hanya komai ba zai zo gida da sauri ba. Ko kana nema mota ya je ya dauko maka kaya, babban matsalar da zai kawo maka kenan zai ce ba hanya. To kana da amfani yana daji kaga ba amfani ka ba kenan.
You are in the palace of His Highness the Omachi Yogo.
Wali.
And my greetings again goes to Kogi RAAMP for seeing that Iyogbo Okpachala Road be captured in the World Bank project, which is about to take effect. First and foremost, this community is an agricultural community. Most of us here are farmers. Recently, we have to use manual labor by mobilizing youth to come to our aid on that road. If not, the road became impassable because of the erosion. So, if that road is constructed, it will help it will enable us to transport our cashew to our other farm produce to the headquarters, to the Ajaka markets, and even Ega market in Ida area.
Our go moli atole ni kala atole ala eba ban
ki so na ya oninya nwa akọ to he ya akwacho ka to he ya akọ rice to he ya akọ papara to he ya akọ da to he ya akọ apapa to he akọ ne akọ to he enyi so ne ateno enyi so ne chireti neta ya na eme a boso no ne mane here hanan joru bone ra meme se ambisi bone akeko enyi so ne ye ko ina mesanare ama ye nyudo na oro ka so ko to he akọ dare oban.
RAAMP 1 and 2 lay the foundation for the current RAAMP by identifying the most critical needs and bottlenecks in rural infrastructure. RAAMP builds on these successes by focusing not only on the construction and rehabilitation of rural roads, but also enhancing agricultural value chains and market access. With increased funding and a more robust framework, RAAMP goals is clear: to improve rural infrastructure in a way that significantly uplifts the socio-economic conditions of rural communities. The collaborative efforts behind RAAMP is noteworthy. The World Bank and the French Development Agency, AFD, serve as the principal funding partners, providing technical and financial assistance. Their commitment is a reflection of the global consensus on the need for sustainable development, particularly in rural areas. These institutions have long been at the forefront of developmental projects in Nigeria, and their partnership with RAAMP underscores the importance of rural development as a cornerstone for national progress. Through their financial and technical support, these organizations enable the construction and rehabilitation of rural roads, which in turn facilitates access to markets, education, and healthcare services. More importantly, this partnership helps to create jobs, improve agricultural productivity, and foster a more integrated rural economy. Kogi State involvement in RAAMP is driven by the understanding that rural development is key to unlocking the state's full economic potential. Kogi State government embraced the objectives of RAAMP wholeheartedly by demonstrating political will through prompt payment of counterpart funds, which helped catalyze the progress of the project, guaranteeing that Kogi will benefit from the extensive road rehabilitation and market access improvement that RAAMP offers. The administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has continued to uphold these objectives, recognizing the long-term benefits of RAAMP for Kogi rural communities. His government has shown a steadfast commitment to the project's goals by allocating necessary resources and fostering an environment where such a transformative project can thrive. As a testament to his administration's dedication to improving rural infrastructure and by extension, the lives of the people of Kogi State, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo flagged off the 19.55-kilometer Obajana Uro Aku Farm Road, signaling the commencement of civil works. So far, works have started in 65.25-kilometer Phase 1 intervention and 106.36-kilometer as well as 66-meter cross-drainage structures was recently awarded to eligible contractors having gone through various procurement processes as stipulated by law.
Thank God for having you on board this afternoon. Just to be one of the important procurement activities that we're going to perform today. As you all remember, about a month plus now, we gave out the award letter to you people. So regards to this intervention. You have the map of the place and the cross-building structures signed and put together. So we brought in His Excellency's approval to go ahead and sign the contract. In line with that, we are all here to witness the activity, the signing of the documents today. So I want to say, I think a second time congratulations to you for succeeding, passing through the rigorous evaluation we have carried out, and you people wants to be the winner of the contract. On behalf of the management of Kogi RAAMP, wants to say once again congratulations to you.
Many of our farmers faces challenges in accessing market for their produce due to poor road infrastructure. When this road is completed, our farmers will be able to transport their produce in good time and fresh to the market at a reduced cost. This will improve market accessibility, boost agricultural productivity, and increase income for our hard-working farmers like myself. Our economic policies as an administration are geared towards strengthening agriculture as well as small and medium-scale enterprises.
I really want to appreciate His Excellency, who has been here for us to make sure that this project see the light of today. In terms of his commitment, his state commitment, he has been up to date, especially in the issue of counterpart funding. And also it's an opportunity for me to extend the appreciation to many of the stakeholders.
The significance of these interventions cannot be overstated. The roads will serve as critical links between rural communities and larger markets, facilitating the movement of goods and people. For rural farmers, traders and families, this road is more than just a pathway. It is an economic lifeline. Beyond the immediate benefits, the project will also have a ripple effect on the local economy, creating jobs during the construction phase and boosting business opportunities along the roads. With better roads, rural areas can attract more investment, leading to sustainable development. No development project can succeed without the active cooperation of the community it seeks to serve. For the RAAMP intervention in Kogi State to achieve its objectives, it is vital for all stakeholders to come together in support of the project. The government has laid the groundwork by providing political will, funding and technical support, but the people themselves must embrace the initiative.
With the establishment of this road, there will be no hideouts for the hoodlums.
We removed or alleviate the suffering of our local people.
This is a cassava farmland from here down to Obajana. We are very happy that our people were able to make use of this very road.
Farmers, market women, youth and traditional rulers all have a role to play in ensuring the smooth implementation of RAAMP. This includes respecting the contractors and workers on site, offering their support during the construction process, and maintaining the roads once they are completed. Local leaders, especially traditional rulers and political actors, are instrumental in mobilizing the communities, fostering cooperation, and ensuring that everyone understands long-term benefits of the project. The success of RAAMP in Kogi State will also depend on a spirit of ownership among the people. By recognizing that these roads are for their benefit and actively participating in their maintenance, rural communities can ensure the sustainability of the infrastructure long after the project has been completed.
The message I have for the beneficiaries is that they should claim the ownership of the road. No road is government road, we are all government. If you are in an environment and you see anything that will spoil, any activity that will spoil the road, let us avoid it. Let us claim the road and own it as the owner of the road so that it will last long for us to get the advantage of that road.
The success of RAAMP in Kogi State is not the result of one individual or institution, but rather a collective effort. The state government, led by Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo and his predecessor Alhaji Yahya Bello, deserves commendation for their unwavering support and commitment to rural development. Their timely payment of counterpart contributions and other forms of support have enabled Kogi State to be a front-runner in RAAMP implementation. Appreciation must also be extended to the World Bank and the French Development Agency AFD for their funding and technical expertise, without which this project would not have been possible. Likewise, traditional rulers, local politicians, farmers, market women, and the youth have all contributed in one way or another to the success of this initiative. Their cooperation will continue to be essential as the project moves forward.
To the contractors and to all those involved in the execution of this project, I urge you to ensure that the highest standards of quality and sustainability are maintained.
So this is for the benefit of our farmers to be able to bring their goods to the market center such that the cost of transportation and all the goods that before now they could not bring out and those goods go bad, all these are going to be the thing of the past.
This Zaria-Aji Obajana Road and connect Zaria-Aji Okene Road. Then across along this corridor of the road, we all have farm settlements along the corridors of the road. At the extreme end, at Aku, we have a market that is purely agricultural market. So the advantage of this road is that all the farm produce that are converged at the market, and some of them used to get rotten. With this access road, we'll be able to move them from the point of the market to where there is needed.
Kogi RAAMP is a game changer in the state quest for rural development. By addressing challenges of poor road infrastructure and limited market access, the project is setting the foundation for long-term socio-economic growth. Under the leadership of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo and with the commitment of the Kogi State Ministry of Rural and Energy Development, Kogi RAAMP is poised to leave a lasting legacy in the state's rural communities.